guys, and welcome to a long overdue Seed of Andromeda Progress Report video. Today's video is going to be on the 0.2.0 update, which is not ready for download yet, and it probably won't be ready for another 2 months or so, but it's going to have a lot of features, and I can show you some of the things it has right now. A lot of the work that's been done over the past few months has been just refactoring the engine and making it run better and just changing a lot of the systems, because if this game is going to become something huge, it needs to have well-made code and a well-made engine that stands the test of time. So a lot of effort goes into that, but also we've been working on some other things, namely the texture system. So let me come over here and I will show you some of the things that have been added. So if you look in here, you'll see that the textures are not just uniform tiling textures anymore. A lot of them are actually, they have borders. This is called a connected texture system. If we go outside and look in, you can see we have these cool borders around the windows and things, and you'll see that glass actually has empty spaces in the middle. If you've played Minecraft before and you've played the connected texture pack mods, then you'll know pretty much what I'm talking about. It just connects the textures together based on what blocks are nearby. And luckily we have some really, really talented artists, and namely Andreas has been working on the connected textures so far, and I'll show you some of the things he's done so far. Let's see, we have some plating blocks. I believe light metal plating has connected textures. Yes, it does. So this is the kind of stuff you're going to be using to make your spaceships and your vehicles once we have those in the game. We have aluminum plating. This is a really good spaceship texture. We've got tungsten steel plating, another good one. We've got titanium plating, and there are a lot more to come, of course. Thornmite plating. Right now there's only connected textures in the alternative texture pack, which is lower resolution, so it's a bit easier, I think, to make the connected textures. But you can definitely expect to see connected textures in the default texture pack as well. And it's really easy to actually mod in connected textures. You just specify a .text file with whatever texture you're making, and then you can create yourself a connected texture little atlas thing. And then it's really easy to get it hooked up and get it in the game. So you texture pack creators out there will definitely be able to have a lot of fun with this. You can pretty much make any texture a connected texture. So you probably noticed my little sulfur burning fireplace right here. Another thing we've added is a new particle system, and we're always improving it, and we're always improving all this stuff, so none of it's quite done. But we have fire now, so I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, burn down my house here. Let me place a few fire blocks. So what fire does, I'm sure if you've watched some of the streams, you've probably already seen this, but fire emits particles that are alpha blended. They still need to be sorted to look better, but the fire will propagate, it will burn the land, and what it does is it converts blocks into charred blocks. So for instance, grass blocks become charred grass blocks, and these charred grass blocks will slowly emit smoke over time, and that smoke will slowly dissipate until it just leaves behind kind of a charred wreckage, and it will burn down trees and things. And I'm not going to show you too much of this because a lot of it is still in progress. For instance, as you look at the textures here, you can see they're not quite sorted. Sorting them will make it look much better and make the blending much better. And you'll probably also notice that we don't have flora anymore, and as I'm breaking these invisible flora blocks, weird things are happening. The reason there's so much weird stuff, going on is because I'm changing the texture system completely. We're going to be having normal maps soon, which, if you don't know, normal maps basically make your textures just look a whole lot better. And we're going to be trying a lot of other techniques. We might try some procedural grass rendering and things like that. This 0.2.0 update, none of the actual features are completely set in stone. We may add a lot more than we think right now. We're probably just going to play around with whatever we can and just put whatever we can into the game. And let's see, is there anything else in particular? We've also got some changes to the world editor, but those changes I don't want to show you yet. I'm probably going to be doing a live stream tomorrow. If you're watching the video on the day that I released it, then you'll probably be able to log in to YouTube and come over and hang out and comment on the live stream, and just hang out while I work on probably the world editor. And in other news, let's see, we're probably going to be having a few more people programming in Seed of Andromeda in not too long. Jesse, one of our web designers, is a competent programmer, and he's probably going to, give a little crack at it. And we've also got a new guy named Nathan Matthews who is a budding programmer, and he's been practicing a lot, and he's actually been working on a voxel editor for us, so he's probably going to take a crack at the code as well. It'll probably take him a little while to sift through all the code and get used to it. So we're probably going to be spending a lot of time refactoring so that everything is much easier to manage and that we can make the systems much better. Let's see, is there anything else? Yes, a few graphical effects. We now have, let's see, motion blur. I'll turn it up. I believe it works right now. Yeah, see, motion blur kind of blurs the camera a little bit. It's a screen space effect. I think it's got a few bugs. It's kind of was just implemented in a weekend, and I didn't really go back to it. Same with multi-sampled anti-aliasing. Let's go ahead and show you that. Let me find something that's aliased. So take a look at the blocks, and as I move this anti-aliasing slider, you should be able to see a change in the quality. It may be hard to tell with the resolution, but the multi-sampled anti-aliasing should really help with the quality of the blocks that are rendered really far away and help get rid of some of those jagged edges. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, it's going to be a little while before this update is actually ready, but if you log into our IRC, you'll definitely be able to get a pre-release build maybe within the next month that has a lot of these features in it, and you can actually test it out for us. In other news, there's also a Steam group, a Seed of Andromeda Steam group. If you're interested in playing video games with the developers, we do, right now we do a game every Saturday. This Saturday we are going to be doing Civilization 5, and we're probably going to be doing that for a few weeks. If you're interested in joining us, if there's enough room, we definitely would love to have you. Just join the Steam group and you'll be able to keep up to date with all the events that we're doing. Thanks very much, guys. I hope you all have a great day.